Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe for more videos like this one. This video is going to be about Overlord and my opinions on Overlord. First off, I'm going to say this. I think Overlord is a pretty good show. Overlord is about this guy who was obsessed with this video game, and he was playing it until it got shut down, and he had like this group of friends that were like really good at the game too, and he bonded with it. It's basically like World of Warcraft. Like, that's kind of what the vibe of the game is from what I gathered. And he played this game so much, and it got shut down. And he was still playing the game, and then he got isekai'd into the game, so he got reincarnated into the game as his character. And his character was a, like, overpowered mage that is a skeleton, or an undead, as they like to call him in the show. And he's, like, super overpowered because I'm pretty sure they say that everyone's levels are really low, so he's really high. And he had all these guardians, or I don't think they were called guardians. They were like henchmen kind of people, like maids and stuff, that were really overpowered too. My favorite is Albeto, which is like the main female of the show. She's like his right hand female. She's the leader of the like guardians. And like guardians all watch a floor of the Great Tomb of Nazri, and there's 7 of them. There's like 2 that are like look like they're kids, and one is a girl, one's a guy, but they wear different clothes. I'm pretty sure on the gender of those ones. And one's shy and bashful, one's loud and outgoing, and then they have they have the smart guy who they're all like demons, like evil. What society would picture as evil creatures. So you got your undead, you got your succubus, which is a Beto, and she is like a succubus that's never had sex, which is weird because that's like the whole thing of the succubus is to have sex with multiple people. And then you got like, I don't know all their races, but it's a very interesting show because it's from the premise of a villain instead of a hero, because Ainzul Gol would be characterized as probably a villain in most shows because he's an undead, and undead are usually considered like part of the evil group. But there's like basically the whole first season is that, and the only real challenge he ever has is one of his own henchmen. She gets like put under somebody's curse or somebody's spell, and he has to fight her, and she's like the only person in the entire series that like puts up a fight against him. And then he like becomes like a hero too, and he wants to figure out that, so he like becomes Mobon, like the swordsman, the black swordsman. So he's competing with Guts. Oh, no, I'm just kidding. He'd get schooled by Guts in a sword fight, but like he's still like ridiculously overpowered with that, and it's just. It's a really good time. It's a reason why it's like considered one of the best isekais. But the thing is this, I don't think there was one season where it was all about like these lizard men, and like there was like lizard men sex, and it was god fucking awful. like it was so bad. But besides that, it was like when it focuses on like his like henchmen and stuff, and like him as a character, it's really, really, really good. But when it focuses on other stuff and it tries to build the world, which it keeps trying to do, nobody cares. Which is sad because I want to give a fuck, but I just don't. I just can't. The extra characters are just like, the people that aren't part of the main cast are really fucking boring. And then he's used his like magic power to terrify the fuck out of people because everyone thinks that he is a undead. So do you think he'd like mass murder people? Because he could easily wipe out this entire world by himself. And then he has these henchmen that are like almost like close to his level, like the closest thing in the world to his level, and they could wipe out the whole world too. And his whole thing is he is like taking care of them, and he is trying to take over the world because he's evil, kind of. I don't know. It's a very nice change of pace of the usual isekai where it's like, oh, I gotta destroy the demon lord, the demon lord, the demon lord. It's like, I'm so sick of the fucking demon lord. This was a good change, and it's also one of the few ones where they go into a game, which doesn't always happen, which is really good, really, really, really good. And all the characters are unique, decently designed. They're cool. They're interesting. They all have like unique personalities, and they all, help change the world a little bit. He couldn't do his thing without them, but he also wants them to think like there's an inner monologue that's completely different, and he wants people to think that he's like this high power ruler when really he has no idea what the fuck he's doing, because this isn't like the game anymore. If it was like the game, he'd be able to succeed, but it's not. It's real life mixed with this series, and he doesn't know what he's supposed to do. And he keeps doing stuff because he just wants to, and then his whole entire squad's just like, yep, I'm a fucking genius. It's like Buggy the Clown from One Piece. He keeps falling forward. Because he's so ungodly powerful, too, like, who the fuck's gonna stop him? His only let me reiterate this. His only challenge in the entire series has been one of his henchmen. And the only reason it was a challenge is because, one, he wasn't going to kill her, because that's one of his henchmen. She's put on another spell, so if she wasn't put under the spell, I don't think anyone in the verse would even come close to him. There would be no drama in the show. It'd be just a slice of life. Because, he's the ruler of the Great Tomb of Nazarick, and he has all these people, like, under his belt. And they're ungodly strong. And the world is finally realizing the fact that it is the way it is. They can't deal with him. Like, he got in a fight with some kingdom, and the, like, ruler of the kingdom's like, use your strongest spell on us, because I want to see what you're made of. He sends out this, like, spell that, like, summons these, like, demon meatball things, and it, like, destroys everything. And the guy's like, oh my god, no way. And, like, he starts, like, ripping his hair out and, like, kind of going bald, because he is so terrified of this guy and what he could do and how he could easily wipe out everyone. And he realized that. So he submitted to the guy. He submitted his whole kingdom to Ainz because what is he going to do? He can't do anything against him. There's nothing in his power that would actually be able to stand up for him. And there's nothing in his power that would be able to do anything to this guy, to him at all. And he knows this. So he's like, well, what am I going to do about this? What will, like, change the outcome? Oh, if I'm on his side, I'm on his good graces, then I will be able to do what I want. And also, Ulgon is kind of a fucked up guy, because he took the lizardmen under his belt, and he, like, kind of fucks with them. Like, yes, low-key, he kind of fucks with them. He wants to see what happens if he does stuff, which is fine. I feel like this has a lot of similar, like, I thought at the beginning it was going to be more, like, reincarnated as a slime, where it was going to be, like, a world builder, and, like, he's, like, building a town, but he never really did that, which is very interesting, but he doesn't really have to. He has his henchmen to do it for him, because, they'll do whatever he says, because he is the ruler of the Great Tomb, and he really misses his old allies, because, they played... Have you ever sunk, like, 1,000,000 hours into a game? That's basically what he did. Anyways, that will do it for this video. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more content like this, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace!